It seems every time the Russians touch a game, it becomes horrifying, and Christmas games are no exception. Having googled Russian Christmas game out of pure curiosity as to what could be the results, I ended up finding this little indie title released recently, set in a commie block style apartment with the quote, "Christmas symbols take on sinister forms." So, of course, you know I had to buy it without looking any further into it. Wait a minute, I know what you are. So matter of fact, a long time ago, I used to be something called a developer. And I immediately picked up that this game is using an Unreal Engine 5 template called Horror Engine. Now, there's nothing wrong with using a template in of itself for your basic game interactions, but because the walking, the interactions, and everything about this game is pretty basic, it makes me think this might be an asset flip. And to be fair, it's a holiday-oriented horror game released just before Christmas, so I shouldn't have high hopes. But at the same time, as you'll see, I am very easily scared. Jesus Christ. And so whether or not the game is actually good, you could probably PNG jump scare me, which does happen, and still make me freak the fuck out. Why is it so bright, dude?
I'm not so proud.
Well, despite all of this, I decided to hedge my bets and start playing the game anyway. The first thing I noticed is that this game is incredibly bad with giving directions. So I started inspecting the snowman, hoping that he would give me the answer to where my house is. After finally finding my house, I'm given this boring fetch quest to go chop firewood. But the game doesn't tell me that I can't grab the axe first and I need to get the firewood first. So I walk around until I figure out that the props on the side of the house that look literally just a part of the environment, I can actually pick up and start chopping. Once I put the firewood into the stove heater thingy, my grandpa comes home and tells me that he's too tired to do jack shit, so I need to do all of his fetch quests on his behalf, which includes giving dog shit instructions, so I have no idea what to do. I try my best for a while until I ultimately give up and start drawing dicks in the snow. I obviously needed to progress the game, so I just watched Queso play the game, in which case he found the solution in a second, ultimately proving I am worse at logic and reasoning than Queso. After all of that, and I'm finally done with this bullshit setup, I sit down with my grandpappy, who doesn't want to give me a gift, so instead he just tells me a spooky Christmas story.
Ну что ж, однажды в рождественскую ночь.
This is what would happen if the game was good. Instead, we're sent to some commie block looking apartments, but in all fairness, they gave me a cool fireworks show. Shut the fuck up! Heading home, I find a spooky note on the door that says, "Invite me to your New Year's table and your wishes will come true." The reason, based on my understanding for saying New Year's table, is because during the Soviet Union, Christmas was highly restricted and discouraged due to its religious parallels. So New Year's picked up most of the traditions of Christmas, such as gift giving, Christmas trees, and everything else. Anyways, since my parents aren't home, naturally my first instinct is to play some games. Load in the cartridge, turn it on, and... oh, fuck. God, Jesus. Fuck. This game is gonna have bullshit jump scares. Don't. I know something's behind me, dude. Swear to God. I fucking know it. So here's the thing. I don't know what's wrong with my DNA. I just get super scared super easily. So I brought in the cavalry to help me get through this game.
Hello.
Yo, Bethoj, please.
What's up, dude?
Please watch me play this scary game. I'm scared. I know I'm a little bitch, but that's also to your guys' benefit, because you get to watch me freak the f*** out whenever a random ass space drop happens. After the telephone rings, the lights turn off and I'm forced to use a lighter. We're now locked in the apartment and need to hide from the monster. And during this, I also invited my other friend to the call just to increase my chances that if I have a heart attack, someone can call 911. But I think inviting my friends to help me be less scared was probably a worse idea than I anticipated. Fuck, Raiden. You asshole. Anyways, there's a little doll thing on the wall now with a note that says, "We're old friends, so let's play." It claims that I have to put some sort of puzzle together, but I'm not sure what that is yet. Jokes aside, I might be jumpy as hell, but if I were in a horror movie, I'd be the only person to survive. Once again, with the bullshit instructions and bad translations, I don't know what to do, so I very slowly keep going back and forth between each room trying to find an objective. Eventually, accidentally finding my objective again, which happens basically every time in this game. Funny thing though, the game says I can't reach it, so I need a chair, but I can't actually use literally any other chair in this game except for the one that actually isn't a chair but a stool. Because fun fact, the difference between chairs and stools are that stools have no backrest. I say that jokingly, but I'm increasingly getting annoyed by the lack of instruction in this game. So far, I'm just wandering around trying to figure out what I'm doing while the game throws randomly generated horror events to try to scare the shit out of me.
There's more writing just keeps on coming on that wall. You just gotta keep spinning.
Look! Okay.
Such a fucking pussy.
Which is unfortunate because I can't progress forward since I don't know what I'm doing half the time, so the game has free reign to keep scaring me. It's either that or scripted events that happen after I finish an objective. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna turn around. Okay?
That's what you could do.
It's predictable, but I never said it wasn't scary. Although I will say there are some, emphasis on a some, actual good events in this game that I respect from an artistic point of view. Like, there's this part where you need to turn on a hallway light, so I fully expected them to pull the lights out and have, like, the lights turn off and then a monster rush at me or something. I was even trying to cautiously walk past the trigger to see if I could activate it and then pause my game, but they didn't actually do that. They kept the lights on, which increased the tension even more, and I think from a horror perspective was the right choice to do. That's why, despite everything, I don't think this game is entirely an asset flip. I think that definitely the developer wanted some quick holiday cash, but there are some creative moments in this game actually. But as for the rest of the game, it's more fetch quests. Yep, so since the light keeps turning off, this kid thinks it's the best idea to grab some candles and place one in each room, instead of doing the sensible idea of locking his own ass in his bedroom. Also, if the ghost or monster or whatever could turn off the lights, what makes you think that a candle will stop them? Anyways, so we grab these candles and put one in each room, except that we can't because the ghosts chain locked the wardrobe. Yep. So the ghosts physically locked the wardrobe with like a chain and a padlock. Anyways, the only reason the developer did this is to pad out the playtime. Because of course, the very next step that the game gives you is a puzzle where you have to find some bullshit to put some more bullshit together until you get a key. The instructions are fairly simple. Go to the bathroom, get a snowman, put the snowman on the music box. Okay, what's next? Okay, looks like I need to get this wind-up piece from this table here. But wait, it's not here. Okay, well if it's not here, where is it? Is it the one in my room? No, it's not that one either. So I look around for 30 fucking minutes trying to find this damn wind-up thing, and it seems that having creative jump scares does not equate to having creative gameplay. Using queso again, I discovered the most buffoonery of this game yet. It turns out that the fucking wind-up was not only on an exact copy table in the parents' bedroom instead of the one right next to the objective, but it was behind the fucking photograph. How the fuck? I'm sorry, I didn't know I was playing fucking Where's Waldo. And the most bullshit fucking bullshit in this game is that once you get the key, you're like, oh, you know, this is probably the key for the door. Oh wait, it doesn't work because it's not the key for the door. It's the key for the fucking wardrobe for the fucking candles. Beat the game with 14 out of 15 achievements. A super fun, trippy, and hilarious realistic horror Christmas game where you are terrorized and scared by a bloody bunny suit costume poltergeist. I want to know what types of drugs this guy is on or how much money he got paid for this review. 655 reviews. Dude, what are you doing? I guess I still have to finish the game, so here goes. After you get all the candles, an X-Files red light turns on outside and shines through the window, making me think I might just get probed tonight. The game throws every jump scare it can at me as a last hurrah to get my positive Steam review, before telling me that my objective is to get an antenna from my closet, which is actually my drawer. And once again, poor translation makes me walk around in circles for half an hour. I finally get the antenna and put it on the TV just so the voice in the TV can tell me I defeated them. So what the fuck was the candles about? And what was the game? On the note, it told me there was a game and if I win it, I can go free, but there was no game. Was the monster actually just Todd Howard and the game was to do a bunch of fetch quests? That was a fucking horrible dog ass of a story, Grandpa. Hey guys, just letting you know that I just made a Discord server. I made it in case anyone wants to talk to me or wants to see a bit of the behind the scenes on how I edit these videos. Speaking of, I hope you guys enjoyed and I hope you guys have some happy holidays. Subscribe for more of this sort of stuff. I appreciate you guys and Merry Christmas.